Mikey!
Yeah?
I know you're in here somewhere. Where are you?
Nowhere. I didn't do it.
What are you doing?
I
I know you did that.
I don't know, man. I just tried to send a signal, and I don't know who this guy is now.
You what?
I just wanted to send a signal through. This time, I did not mean to do it. I just clicked my lever to send the signal, and now
You
some
can't keep
strange
doing this,
things here.
Mikey. You gotta stop messing with that wormhole. And all this stupid dimension stuff. You don't know what's out there. You could do something.
but
You could do something very dangerous, and I'm just worried. You know.
but I want to know what's out there. I really do. I really want to know
Yeah, Mikey.
what's in there. Oh no.
Oh, he's up here. He's
Ugh.
up here.
Come
Michael,
on. Guys, you don't need to come over here. It's okay.
what's
Everything-
going on, dude? Skraby, you're here.
Schnork,
Did you
it's
do
right
it,
No, I'm angry.
Yeah,
Mikey
Skraby
did it.
did this.
Mikey?
You know, I was just trying to talk to aliens and see if there was like
For
another
what?
world.
What did the aliens do for you?
I was bored, okay?
You were bored?
Bored?
Just IM messaging aliens?
Yeah? What do you mean?
Dude, what?
Hey,
You're,
you're on
on
my
a
side, right? You do the same thing.
Gager. This man's been
I'm still trying to
play
figure
around.
out what exactly is going on.
He's playing
I
around on
just-
alien chat boards, and he opened up the wormhole again.
I just sent-
Mikey,
sent
come
a
on,
thing.
man.
I know, but somebody
Is somebody
I-
here? Is it?
yeah, somebody's here.
How do we know if this
don't-
guy's nice or not?
Did I do something wrong?
Excuse me.
Hello?
Who are you?
Hello?
Who are you?
How
What
did
are you doing here?
Turtles
Who are
Patrol.
you? I was recording a video and then suddenly I fell in the ground and I came here.
It wasn't me. He fell through a hole. It's just coincidence. It was not. I didn't do anything. I was
Oh,
just,
coincidence, huh?
Just trying to make
Mikey, you gotta send him back home.
Mikey, you know how to send him back home, right?
I'd never. No, I didn't.
Oh
make a
my
return.
course
I never
not.
got a return
Well,
envelope.
what was your name again?
I'm Moon Guy.
Moon Guy.
Moon guy. Well, nice to
Moon
meet
guy.
you, Moon guy.
I
Nice-
think you're gonna be stuck here for a while. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Way to go,
better,
Mikey.
make yourself at home. Make yourself at home, I guess. I mean,
Well, if you're making videos, you better go build a mega base or something. Better get started.
But good for you is we've also had a few other people just happen upon this place.
You're
So
not the
they may
first.
have more of an idea of how to do some more travel. But most of it's all been due to this guy right here. He's
Mhm.
not
yeah, I can
not
He's a
very
menace, I tell ya.
responsible in the research department. So
I'll continue to mess around on the ship, see if I can figure some stuff out.
okay. Maybe
He's-
might want to read a book before you do that first, and then.
I'm writing a book currently on it, so it's kind of like a learning.
You're
curve
writing
type
it.
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
How to
Space
bring
traveling with
people
Michael.
in
Well,
and never
Moon
send them back.
do you want to be kind of shown around a little bit? I think we can
If you
start
come
the
over
tour
here, Moon,
there. You guys
right
you
here.
guys
Yeah,
want to go to the
let's-
shopping
over
district
here.
first?
Come
Yeah,
right
let's
over
start-
here. It's a
Does
safe
anyone have
wall.
the water
It's a
bucket?
safe wall. It's safe. It's okay.
Oh what?
Well, he sprouted
You were
wings.
so lucky this
so that's-
alien can fly, Mikey. You just
Dude,
knocked
where
him
did
off
he
the
learn
here?
that?
I figured I could,
Because he's
solve
an alien.
two birds with
They
one
just
stone right
come
there.
with Elytra pre-built, pre-installed,
Well, he's from a different world, so
fresh
probably.
out the box.
Yeah, we need to figure out what world he's from, and then
Group.
also do that.
I can't believe Mikey did that without telling anyone first. It's so risky. But I guess the damage has already been done. Not a lot you can do, you know. Need to make sure he doesn't do that again, though. It's not good. Gah. Anyways, clear my mind. Enough of that. We got some things we need to do today. We're going to be building a guardian farm, and I need to gather some sand so that we can actually start building out the perimeter. So let's go on, head over that way to the desert. We'll dig out so much sand, it's going to be crazy. Oh, but first, I should probably change out of this Halloween costume. It's a bit ruined now that the bandana's gone. So let me just go change real quick. Alright, I've changed back into our usual clothing. Feels good to be back. Alright, now we can go get that sand. Alright, we got the sand and we're out here at the island, and if my voice sounds funky, you'll have to excuse me because I'm sick. But there is one thing I wanted to show you actually. You'll notice I don't look like I'm wearing any armor, and that's because I have a fancy mod. Oh, so then I can do this for me and for everyone. So if I hold shift, it says all armor hidden, which is for all players. I can also do it for mobs, but I don't know why you would do that. Anyways, I got all the sand. I have a lot of sand. Like a very large amount of sand. I have to go in here and break all of the kelp and seagrass, which might be a problem because I'm going to have to dodge guardians like it's nobody's business. And then also, when I'm actually building the farm, I didn't think about this, but when you're actually building the farm, you kind of need, to put water in. So I'm going to get attacked by guardians while I'm actually building the farm. So I guess this is all experiences we're going to learn together. This is my first time doing this, obviously. I didn't even know if it would work, actually. I said I was going to drain the farm last episode, and then I was like, wait a minute, can you actually do that anymore? So I actually had to look it up, and it's like, yep, it still works. It's not quite as fast as other methods that exist now, but I actually do need to drain it for the base that I'm working on, so regardless of if I actually turn it into a farm or not, it's happening. So I'm going to swim out there and see if I can break all that kelp without dying. Alright, new status update. We got some news. I did a little bit more tinkering just to make sure I knew what was going on, and it turns out we don't actually have to break the grass. The sand breaks the grass for us, which is perfect. This makes things a lot faster, but I don't know about... Okay, it breaks the double tall grass. That makes things really easy. Now, do we break kelp? And I think the easiest way to test this is to do that, and then that. It does not... Oh, so I gotta break the kelp. Okay. So, I mean, we got 2 out of 3, so that is going to make things easier, but there is still quite a lot of kelp over there. That's not the right one. That's the right one. Yeah, there's 2 guardian farms here, by the way, if you guys didn't know that. If anyone wants to use that one, they're more than welcome to. Alright, new plan. I was going to go over there and dig all that kelp up by hand, but me and Gager had a smart idea, and he's coming online right now. And he built a mob switch at his base recently, and I realized I could use the mob switch to turn off all the guardians. So we're going to actually head over to his base right now, and he's going to show me how to use his mob switch. So this is Gage's perimeter base, which is kind of nuts, and you also kind of can't see anything, but now you can. You can see how many mobs there are, so obviously he has a mob switch. Ooh.
Oh, I hear somebody.
There's a lot of mobs in here. If only you had a mob
Uh,
switch to turn all these mobs off.
Yeah, I know. You can come through this little door if you want.
Alright. Ugh. I'm in.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, man.
So obviously it's not on.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, but we'll go in here. And it's literally just this.
Oh, it's just the lever?
Yep. So right now it's off, but if we turn it on, the
Chunk loads.
mine carts start going through.
I mean, that's convenient.
Yeah. And then whenever you want to shut it off, you just flip the lever off. There's fire. Be careful.
Oh. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
How many are there?
Like 280.
It's actually dropping my frames a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. So when they're like at max, like the max distance for like a nether portal, like rendering. So when they're sitting there, they're all like completely still, like not moving, like their AI doesn't work at all.
Wild.
Yeah. So that's why when I turn it on, the server doesn't get, all laggy and everything like it is when you sit here and look at them.
Ah. Thank you.
I will talk to you later. Yeah, no
See ya.
problem. Bye.
So there's been a complication, as you can see by the spoon icon in the top right corner. Not all of the guardians are actually on. And also, look at that. I can see the portal, and I can see my house. There's Bale's, and there's Mikey's. So yeah, Distant Horizons mod. It's great, and this looks fantastic. So I might stick with this for a little bit. But we gotta go beat this dude. So he's in one of the arms. I think that spot. I just gotta see if I can figure out how to get in. Also, I do have the mob switch activated right now, and as you can see, it's actually completely working. There's no guardians anywhere. So yeah, we just need to find the room where he's in. Here he is. Alright, time to meet your maker. Eat it! Die! Got him! That was so good. Now we gotta get out of here before we drown. Oh, this might actually be really bad. Nope, we're out. And no drowning damage. Let's go. Sadly, it looks like I did not get a template, which kind of sucks, but oh well. We are free of the guardians. Alright, now that that guardian is cleared out, we can finally start actually clearing away the kelp. And this isn't going to be anywhere near as dangerous as I thought it was going to be the first time around. There's no mobs. This is going to be so easy. Big shout out to thank you to Gager for allowing me to use his mob switch. Makes my life so much easier. You can see the temple is completely cleared of grass and weed. I wasn't originally going to worry about the seagrass, but, you know, it just worked out. So, all the seagrass is gone too. I've also got a small collection of loot from things I've gathered. Come over to this chest. We got 43 sponges, 8 gold blocks, we got the Elder Guardian head, and then a load of kelp. So much kelp. I don't even need it all. But now comes the fun part of placing sand for literal hours on end. Because we need to build up a wall around this and then set up a grid. So what you do is you follow the edge here of the temple, placing sand down this way. You gotta build a whole wall up to the top of the water, and then you gotta divide it off into chunks so that you can then remove the water with sponges. This is gonna take a long time, but luckily for us, there's no guardians. So it's gonna be rather painless actually. So I'm probably just gonna zone out to some tunes for a few hours and get to the grind. So we've got some pretty decent progress coming along here. I got all the grids set up and I'm actually already starting to drain. But I can't time-lapse this very effectively because every 2 cells I have to run back to the nether to dry these, and that makes the replay mod kinda ugly. If I were to do this again, I would make all of the holes 4x4 because 5x5 is a bit too large. So I would recommend 4x4 internal space here. And then you just put your sponges all the way down the middle, and that dries up all the water pretty effectively, and then you can just drop these pillars, drop the sand with some torches. So that's going to be easy. And then, obviously, we're going to get all this water out the top, and then we're going to go into the temple, drain all the water from the inside. There will be no water left, and then we just break down the temple, and we're good to go. So I'm just gonna kind of do some sponging in my own time, but there is actually one more thing I want to check on over that way. So let's go. Alright, so we're here at spawn, and there is something that's been trending a bit lately, and I want to get into the action. I have been actually away from the server for a few weeks because I've just been really busy with real life stuff and work stuff. So I kind of missed the big start swing of this, but there are things at this tree, and this is a donation tree that we had set up after the charity stream we did with all the names of the people who donated. But also importantly, there are eternal trials set up here, and eternal trials, for those who don't know, it's basically like tasks, like from the Life series, where you'll push the button. I think it's that one, or maybe that one. I don't know. I have to read the book more. But you push a button, you'll get a special piece of paper with a special task, and I gotta do it before the episode ends. But considering we're already a decent amount of time through the episode, this might be a bit of a tough challenge. Alright, we got a trial, it worked. What do we have to do? Oh god! Oh, this is hard! I have to arrest everyone? Like, how much everyone do I have to arrest? That's a lot. Everyone is a lot. It's capital everyone. I have to arrest everyone? Oh boy. Well, we have to build a jail. So that's going to be fun. Or we could maybe use Detective Mikey's jail. I need you to follow me.
Am following. Oh, there you
Right, over here this way.
Oh my god, not that all that copper oxidized
Alright, go inside.
in my ugly build. Uh-oh. Oh, not again.
Alright, you're under arrest. For not getting my silk pickaxe in time.
Nah!
How dare you.
No.
You've
Oh,
been a bad
no.
boy. Let's see if I can find a interesting story up here to torture you with.
I gotta read shame. Hold on. Oh. It's just 100 pages that just say shame. That's all it is, just 100 pages.
That's what you get.
Oh, I couldn't have picked a better book. No.
Alright.
What's this one? The last book.
Okay.
Well.
Alright, you're free now.
Alright, I apologize. I'm sorry.
Hey, I have a question for you.
You're
Do you want to go and arrest Gager?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. He's probably at his base.
Yeah.
Oh, hello!
Oh, well, hello.
Oh, goodness.
Funny seeing
Okay.
you here,
Wasn't-
Gager.
Yeah,
Let's
funny
see
seeing
your
me at my
soda.
own place.
That's wild. Hey, you want to see something awesome, Gager?
No.
No?
No. Sure. Okay.
Sure? Alright, come with us. We got something
Okay.
amazing to show you. He's very apprehensive.
Be right back.
Oh, he ran away. The chicken.
What a... Yeah, well, I was gonna say, what a sissy.
He knew something was up.
There's no way 6 McNuggets fit in this tiny little box.
You only got 6 McNuggets?
Alright.
Oh, yeah, I was wrong.
Oh.
You were right.
Oh.
That's awkward.
All right, I'm feeling a little better now.
You feeling better?
Yeah.
You didn't just go summon a Dark Lord or anything crazy?
Lightning strikes both of our houses.
Yeah.
You guys want me to be right back again? I can go grab a Dark Lord.
Oh,
if you want.
no, we're good.
Oh,
no,
okay.
mm-mm.
Okay.
Come with us. We're going to spawn. Me and Tronk have something absolutely incredible to show you. Alright? Come with me. Come with me.
Okay. Is this
There's
something I
a
should be
secret
recording?
secret door here with this bookshelf. Tronk installed it last night. You gotta take one of
did.
those books out, and the secret door
Mhm.
will open.
I just learned how to...
He's been practicing for his game.
I've been practicing for my game.
Go on in, do it. It's that bottom book right there.
Okay.
Ah! Get him in! Get him in!
Get him in!
Get him
You're
in!
under arrest. Stop resisting!
Yes!
Gage, you're under arrest for,
For attempting to summon the Dark Lord.
For ditto.
And spreading slander.
Slander.
Okay.
Okay.
Now pick up that book that says shame, and I want you to read every single page.
That's my book.
Read it! That's your other crime, for making Shronk read the book.
If it makes you feel any better, he arrested me first,
He is.
and it was like you're arrested for not getting my Silk Touch pickaxe in time, and I was like, oh man, I'm so ashamed.
He let my Silk Touch
Better.
pickaxe despawn. Can you believe it? What a criminal.
And then I read the shame book, and it was just like really rubbing it in my face. I'm like, oh no.
Alright, I think he's learned his lesson. He read that shame book pretty thoroughly. I saw him flipping through those pages like a madman.
I was the author.
Also, I don't know what this barrel is about, but if there was ever a secret spot in here, it would be the barrel, honestly. Like, that's suspicious.
You know, it's a little punishment to, you know, why? To keep you in line, you know,
Yeah,
you never know.
Definitely, 100%, no other reason.
Me?
I don't have a secret agenda, definitely.
I was just like, as soon as I said that, I'm like, Gage has been really keeping us in line, really, actually. Throughout this entire season, Gage has been
Yeah!
like, the hammer of justice on every single one of us.
It's all my money in there, so.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's not all of my money, but it is all of.
Oh,
like, I'm
whoa.
doing bought stuff.
Oh my god. I told you he was stacked!
Whoa. Yeah, I didn't believe Skraby when he said that the pillars in your, like, big giant room has some deep slate diamond ore. I was like, I know he has a lot, but there's no way he has that much. Meanwhile.
Want to know what I'm looking at right now?
I'm looking at an empty ender chest right now!
Six
I'm looking at-
6 stacks of diamond blocks. I have a full shulker of deep slate diamond ore as well, not including the shulker that's being used to build my.
Let me see that totem. I want to turn it into you.
Hmm?
I want to turn the totem into you.
This is a piece of chicken, dog.
What? Oh. Well, that's embarrassing. I thought it was a totem.
Shronk, are you sure that you're eating McNuggets and not, like, chunks of gold?
Oh shit! Oh no! Not my gold. My nuggets are in the other DoorDash bag.
Alright, and the monument is gone. I have no idea how much of that replay footage was actually going to be usable or not, but it was actually very, very difficult in some spots and very easy in other spots. But it's all gone now. And you can see here, I left all the pillars in place so that you can kind of tell where the center is, and that's because if I just do this, we go boop, there's the farm. It's here. Not really. But this is what we're going to be building, and it requires me to not fall and die. That'd be nice. Yeah, it's a big double tank style. Guardians will go pushed up and then down onto killing platforms where they will just die. Drops are automatically collected. But we need a lot of glass for this, and luckily I was prepared, kind of. I got all the sand, and I've also got tons more extra left over because I over collected for this project just in case. But also we're going to need it for the actual base. So I gotta go smelt this sand. There's also some other resources I need, but this should be a fairly quick resource grind. And also, I removed the Distant Horizons mod from my list because it was causing performance issues and stuff. So we have Invidium instead, which is basically just the same thing, but a little bit different. Alright, I got all the materials in these shulker boxes, and we've also got a little thing here that I'll talk about in a bit, but we got a bunch of kelp when we cleared all this space out, and that's to make all this water placing easy. Whoa, that's weird. All we have to do is put water at the top, then fill kelp up, and it will turn all of it into source blocks rather than having to do layer by layer. So that will help speed things up a lot. We've also got almost 3 shulkers of glass, and then a bunch of soul sand and andesite and other blocks and stuff. These are just the building blocks. And over here, we have an item filter, but not really an item filter. It's more like a, it's a chest thingamajigger badoogie. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Basically, we put things in there, we power that, it comes over here, unloads it all, and then comes back. And this is way better than the system I was going to use, so our schematic is not 100% correct right now, but you can see here it just unloads everything, then moves on. Which means the chest cart, minecart, will only go out when we actually need it to go out, which is a good thing. But I do need to pick up these resources, but I think I'll leave them here for now, just so that I have a reference for when I'm actually building it. I mean, this is not expensive at all, and I have plenty of extra resources. But yeah, let's start building. We gotta start with the soul sand. I'll get back to you guys once I have an actually very decent amount of things to show. So I was actually just thinking about it. We've got quite a lot of progress here done. I'll quick free cam to show you. This is how much we got. I might want to try and change this a bit, because right the way I have it right now is that a minecart is going to come down this and loop, and then down here and then loop, and then go to the station to unload. And the guardians will die on top of these platforms. But I was just thinking, what if we have water streams pushing the guardians to the center here, and then down here into a hole where they will all die in one spot. It's more building, and it's probably more resources than what I have with me. Actually, I know it's more resources than what I have with me. But it would make the resource collection easier. It would lower the efficiency of the farm, though, because there'd be more guardians alive at once. I think we're probably just going to actually stick with the original design, because I know it works decently enough. I know it works, and I don't want to make something that's going to make the farm worse, because it's not efficient already as it is. For those of you who don't know, this is nowhere near the most efficient guardian farm out there. But considering the fact that I will be living here, I figured it's not that big of a deal. I'll get drops over time regardless. We're just going to build it the way it's supposed to be. But let's get back to building. Let's finish this puppy. I gotta get this done. It's been too long. Alright, and the farm is basically done. We just have to get the water in, which will be fun, to say the least. But without guardians, it'll be really easy. But you can see here, I've already got all the storage and everything set up. It's very basic. Just items will go to this bottom chest and then fill up. Items in the top chests won't go down, but it's for symmetry purposes, so I guess we have to suck it up. But you can see here, I got the unloader set up. The minecart will just go down and up and down and to this block and then back. And I also didn't put on the roof yet because we have to get the water in. And I think the way we're going to do this is we're going to put a layer of blocks on this level right here. And we're going to fill it all the way across. And that will be where we put the water on top. So we will put source blocks down along this edge right here. And the water will flow over here. And that will create the flow that we need. And then when we break those blocks, the water will all go down as well. And then we just have to kelp up. And that should be all we have to do. This should hopefully be fairly easy. But I don't have a lot of experience doing stuff like this. So we'll see. I think we're going to do this in a time lapse question mark. I don't know. I'll figure it out in a sec. But you know what? Maybe I'll do one side with you guys. That'll be fun. So this is going to be the layer where we have our blocks, and then on top of this is going to be our water sources. Hopefully this should work fairly easily. So for those of you who don't know, I actually have an actual office-like setup now. I mentioned it some places, but I haven't said it on this channel yet because, well, this is the first video that I've used it in, except decked out stuff. I did use it in decked out. But yeah, I have a desk and I have an office chair and I have a second monitor always now, always and forever, which is great, which helps productivity quite a bit. And I love it. It's one of the best things I ever decided to do. If you don't have an office/desk setup for your computer, highly recommend doing it. It's worth your time. Alright, we got the water in. Make sure it's not flowing over. Yeah, you can see here the water ends right at the edge, which is exactly what we want, because we don't want the Guardians to be able to get back up. And that's also why this gap here is so big. Because if it was shorter, and I did testing, if it's any shorter than that, they can just jump out, which sucks. Alright, ooh, Curtis is online. He's in a video. Alright, so now we have to remove these blocks, and that should send water all the way to the bottom without ruining the flow. I guess I'll give you guys some more updates on how things are going in real life. I've decided to do drawing practice, like really regular drawing practice. Let me turn around and check my calendar. Today will be the 5th day of drawing practice. I have currently done 4 days of drawing practice. Basically what I'm doing is I'm just spending like 10 minutes at least or more every day just practicing shapes, perspective. I'm going to do anatomy in the future because I want to level up my drawing skills. And like my drawings aren't terrible, especially my more recent thumbnails. I really appreciate them, and I have actually gotten some comments from friends and family that my thumbnail drawings are getting really good. So, you know, that's nice. But I want to go farther than that. I want to be able to, and this is like the end goal of my drawing. I want to be able to make some kind of comic in the future, web comic, or maybe I don't know. Something, you know, or maybe an animation. That'd be cool. But yeah, I wanna do something with my drawing, and I have ideas, but I'm not there yet. Oh, that's hideous red. And I have been practicing, and I will continue to practice every day, and I'm going to get better. And you guys are going to probably not notice any differences because getting better at art takes time. Unlike your AI bros would tell you, you can't just learn art by plugging in words into a machine. Yes, I hate AI art. Don't give me any of that shit. It is the most low-effort scum that you could possibly imagine, and it completely devalues the effort that people like me and other people put into actually producing art. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on AI art. I gotta get those blocks. Man, that was like the most political conversation you'll ever hear on this channel. I'm not even joking. Oh, wow. Okay. We got the blocks. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. I'm too impatient. Get me out. Okay. Cover that up again. Alright, so we have all the water into this tank now. And all we have to do is put kelp in here from the bottom up and then break the kelp. This is going to be a very slow process. So I will probably actually end up time-lapsing this part because no one wants to see me live build this. Ah, shit. Mob spawning isn't off. Fuck, get out! Get out! Get out! Someone flipped the switch when I wasn't looking! Okay. Okay. I had a feeling that was going to happen, because I didn't actually check when I logged on this morning if the switch was flipped. I just assumed that nobody was on overnight. But I guess I'm wrong. So I have to go and flip the switch, and then I'll be back. And then we can time-lapse this for reals. And now it's raining. Classic Minecraft at its finest. Alright, let's go. Okay, so something interesting has happened. I just got over here at the mob switch, and it was already on. I have turned it off since. But that's very confusing, because it should work when I have it on. Unless it wasn't loaded, because I didn't load it. I don't know. We're going to turn it on again. Alright, it's running now. Yeah, that's concerning. Something might be broken and I might have to contact Gauger. Because that should work. There shouldn't be any Guardians. Because I did the entire first half of this episode with no Guardians. So the fact that a Guardian spawned is very concerning. I'm just going to assume that it was just not loaded properly. Because that was very concerning, but it seems fine now. I'm not seeing any Guardians. So we're just gonna continue. We're gonna pretend nothing happened. Alright, and the entire thing is all done, and I've even put up some preemptive precautionary torches for when we turn the farm on. And the farm is functional in theory. I haven't turned it on yet. We're going to be doing that in a second. Just a quick shout. If you're not building your Guardian farm tanks like this, you're doing it wrong. This was so easy. And I'll tell you how it was easy. Aside from the fact that there were no Guardian spawns, which I would highly recommend building a mob switch before you do a Guardian farm. But also, placing this water was so easy. You saw it with the second tank how fast it was. Place the sources, remove the blocks, and all you have to do is put kelp on these row of blocks and on this row of blocks. And when you break all that kelp, it automatically just turns everything into bubbles. So I literally only had to place like a stack of kelp in each side of the tank, and it finished it. And it's all bubbles now. I've had to turn off my bubbles particles because it actively destroys my frame rate being here if I have bubbles turned on. Like, I literally get like 40 or 30 frames per second, and I have it capped to 70. So that just tells you how bad this is on performance. So that's a warning for any Eternals that want to come over here. Your frame rate might hurt, so be warned. But yeah, this was super easy. The only problem is that when I was doing this first tank, whichever side was the first tank, the kelp that I had placed in these rows actually grew taller than the water, which I didn't know was possible. But I was getting kelp growing all the way up to the top of the tank, and that was converting these edge water blocks into sources. I did not know it could do that. But it was a very easy fix. I just broke the kelp and then placed a block on this level, and it literally fixed it all. Which, like I said, it's super easy, it's super fast. And now, we get to actually see if this farm works. So, I'm going to have to go and hit the switch to turn this on. And we'll see how good our rates are. Alright, we're back, and it's time to see this farm pumping some Guardians. Give me some fish. I don't know where you have to stand for this to work. Oh, we've already got it. It's already going. Look at all these Guardians. It's chugging. No, not my frame rate. It's the farm. It's moving and grooving. So these guys do take a long time to die with the setup, but it was the easiest way I could think of to collect the drops. Man, look at that. And then the chest is going to come here and it's going to pick up all the stuff. And we're going to be here to check it out when it's ready. It's perfect. Alright, here we go. All the Guardians in the first round. And I feel like I'm going to have to set up some kind of spawning, some kind of AFK platform. It's already full. The chest is already full. So these are going to have to be picked up on the second round. Oh, this is going to be such a good farm to actually get the Guardians to work. But here it comes. Didn't work. Didn't work. Why didn't... Oh, God. I know you have things in you. It's kelp! Oh, you... That's what happened. So why... So now it should be empty, right? Yeah, it's actually picking up the drops now. Why was it not stopping when it got to here? Is it going too fast? Is that the problem? I can slow it down if I have to. I think that hopper is the problem. Alright, so I'm going to try something. I think it is actually the arrangement of these hoppers that is causing the problem. So all we have to do is remove these. And I instead want the hoppers to go into here like this, and up, up. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what the problem was. Look, the minecart's already stopped. Okay, so we have to quickly do this, that, rail. Okay, this should be the fix. Because I think what it was doing was it was unloading into this bottom minecart rather than the top one, and that was preventing the signal from working. But I think it should be fine now. You got stuff in you? You've got my powered rails in you as well? Okay. And it should stop here? Oh, and it works now. And now it's going to have to spend 20 centuries unloading. And this hopefully should go once this is done. I might have to put my powered rails back, actually. Alright, it works. It works! It's alive! Alright, that's good. Good. Alright, let's check out these drops. Look at that. We're gonna be rich. And the thing is, I've already got like so many shulker boxes and chests of prismarine just from digging up the temple. We could honestly open up a shop now. I'm not even lying. We're probably gonna have to do some kind of temporary shop stand though, because I want to get this episode out. I don't really have the time to build an actual proper shop this episode. That'll definitely be a next episode kind of thing. Oh man, this is so good. Also, I'm sure you're wondering why I chose to put solid blocks here instead of glass. And the reason is because, not because of light, but actually because guardians will spawn more common if there are blocks above their spawning position. This is a mechanic intended to let guardians spawn more frequently inside the temple than outside, because there's a lot more space outside than inside. But this mechanic makes them spawn in the temples more frequently, which also means that we can take advantage of it to get more often spawns in our farm. If this roof was made out of glass, we would be getting less spawns. Fun fact. But anyways, yeah, we did it. It works. We're gonna have to start selling some of this stuff. It's gonna be great. We have a bright future ahead of us. We gotta start working on the actual mega base shortly, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye. Whee!